Hey, what's going on, everyone? Designedcoma here. Welcome back. And the gameplay you're watching is me playing Black Ops 3. So, what's up for today's video? Well, I wasn't quite sure if I was going to really do a video on this because, to be honest with you, I don't really participate in it all that much. In fact, I don't even play the games, to be honest with you. I'm going to talk about Pokemon Go. Okay, now my kids are really into it. My kids are crazy about it, and I can tell you this much. I have seen so many kids and actual families walking around the neighborhood more than I've seen in a long time ever since I've moved into this house, and I've only been living in this house for a little over a year, close to a year, a little over a year. I can tell you right now, I see so many people out doing the Pokemon thing, and it's really a cool thing. It's nice to see families out spending some time together where otherwise I think they would just be sitting in the house doing their own thing and probably not really conversing all that much. It's just kind of the way the age is these days, and it's evident in our house. You know, my kids, I mean, granted they are older and they've kind of got their own things to do anyway, but at the same time, we do have a little bit of a disconnect now because they're older and they're doing their own stuff, and it's kind of, I don't know, not cool to hang out with mom and dad. I mean, it was like that for us when we were growing up too. It's like you get to that point you don't want to hang out with mom and dad. The thing is I've seen so many families out doing this Pokemon Go thing, and it's really kind of a cool thing. But there are some things going on that a lot of people need to address and take into account. Now, this isn't everybody who's out there doing Pokemon Go. This isn't everybody. This is just some people doing the goofiest things. I'll tell you what, one of the craziest things I heard about was a 19-year-old girl was out doing Pokemon, and she wanted to get a water Pokemon. So she went for a walk towards this, I think it was a lake or a pond or something that was near her house, and she walked over there to see if she could get a water Pokemon, and what does she find? A dead body. She finds a dead body. Now, I don't really need to give you a link for this. You can Google this and you will find all kinds of reports. CNN, USA Today's got an article. There's all kinds of articles out there in regards to this. But the other thing that's a little crazy is people in their cars. Okay, now texting and driving obviously is really a bad thing. It's a bad thing to do. Nobody should do it. Now we're seeing Pokemon and driving. Pokemon driving. Like drunk driving, it's Pokemon driving. This happened to one of my wife's cousins. She posted on her Facebook page that she was driving down the road and some guy in front of her started to slow down, and then he jams on his brakes and stops in the middle of the road. I don't know if it was a 2-lane road or 4-lane road or what kind of road it was, but it was a road that had traffic on both sides. He stops in the middle of the road, gets out of his car with his phone, and a car coming in the opposite direction. Now, I know what you're thinking. Holy cow, the guy got hit by a car. Thankfully, no. He didn't get hit by a car. But what happened was the guy in the other car, as he was driving by, he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And the guy's like, "I gotta catch this Pokemon." So these are the things that shouldn't be happening, okay? And I understand the craze for the game. I'm not a big Pokemon fan. I never really got into the games when I was growing up. I was more into Mario and stuff. I just never really got into Pokemon at the time. My kids are crazy for Pokemon, and they absolutely love it. Now, this game is like every Pokemon fan's dream, but we really have to be adults about this. I mean, I know there's adults out there that are big into this because they're like the super fans, because they've been with Pokemon almost since its inception when it started just as a card game. I think we really need to take a look here and kind of realize that, you know, maybe we shouldn't be stopping in the middle of the road to catch Pokemon. We know we got to catch them all, but at the same time, we can't cause accidents and things like that, because it's good that there was no accident, because she said she was real close to hitting him, and the guy behind her almost hit her because they had to slam their brakes on. The thing is if this kind of behavior keeps going on, it could be detrimental to the game itself. I mean, if we start seeing car accidents and people getting into accidents because of Pokemon Go and things like that, I don't know what can happen. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is they'll shut the servers down and say we just can't do this. People aren't really, taking it seriously. They're driving and doing Pokemon. It's dangerous, and we can't have that. I mean, I know it's at everybody's risk, and everybody's an adult, and they should be thinking about these kinds of things. But at the same time, sometimes we let the crazy fandom and all the fun and excitement and everything get to our heads. So all you Pokemon fans out there, just kind of be wary of your surroundings. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are, but we do have those small few who just can't not stop to get that Pokemon. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.